What's up everybody, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are hitting the mountain roads with this brand new 2022 Cadillac CT5-V Blackwing equipped with a manual transmission. We are going to have a blast hitting the roads today.
So a couple months ago, we had the CT4-V Blackwing equipped with the automatic transmission. Now we have the big brother with the bigger Supercharged V8. Let's rip on it. All right, so I'm just going to mash the throttle and dump the clutch.
Yep.
Woo! Now we do have a turn there, but we got pretty good traction for these winter tires.
Yeah,
I mean, it's spun a little bit.
This thing has been a heck of a lot of fun the last week to drive. The only thing I'll tell you, it drinks some fuel. We have like almost 700 horsepower from the big V8.
Yeah.
But it's been really fun. We'll see how nimble it can be though.
Yeah, the CT4 that we were in was a lot of fun, but we wanted to have that manual.
So the magnetic suspension already is so aggressive feeling already. Around town, it's so comfortable in tour mode.
Yeah. Now, honestly, this is my first time driving this, so I haven't had it around the city.
Yeah.
Dude, it feels almost too powerful for this road.
It's probably the tires, but
Yeah.
I can also see that.
It feels pretty big, but we're also just, I don't think I've even made it to 4th gear yet.
Yeah.
We can really bring out the RPM. I don't know, it doesn't feel as composed as some of the other cars we've had out here.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't mean that, I don't know.
It's over 4,000 pounds, I believe.
Yeah, so it's a big boy.
Yeah, it's probably more at home, you know.
On the track or...
Yeah, big wide tracks, highway poles, drag racing.
Yeah.
It's that muscle car vibe.
Yeah,
You know?
I can definitely see that. I mean, I would say it's pretty confident on this.
It feels stable.
It feels stable, it just feels big.
Yeah, I can see that.
Do we have the rev matching on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds good,
It
too.
sounds good. I haven't really been able to rip on it because we have so much power. But I mean, it's definitely fun, don't get me wrong.
I think the CT4-V Blackwing that we had, being a smaller car, smaller footprint, that's a little bit more nimble for the fun twisty turns.
Right.
This is the bigger boy in size, so it might be more of a handful.
There we go. I just feel like I couldn't really rip on it much.
Yeah. But I gotta say, Cadillac is killing it with these Blackwing cars.
Yeah.
Because
sweet.
It's not Grandpa's Cadillac, you know, you take to the grocery store. These things are performance cars. And
little drift.
Big power on these things too.
Yeah. I mean, it allows you to really bring this thing out.
Yeah.
Obviously it's a manual, so you have the ability to do that, but some cars don't let you redline that high.
Yeah.
Some manuals.
Yeah, this is... As a passenger, you know, while these aren't the crazy aggressive seats, these are the best that you get in this car, I believe. I don't think there's any more aggressive bucket. These are about a $3,000 option.
Really?
You stay in them pretty well. There's still a lot of space, especially for my body type and stuff. But the armrest is in a pretty good place to where, you know, I can kind of hold myself with my right arm. You guys can't see that, but pretty good.
I can definitely feel the power just playing in 3rd gear here.
Yeah.
I don't have to shift as much.
I was just gonna say, it seems like you can kind of just hold a gear.
Yeah, like look at that power.
And the brakes do a great job.
Do we have upgraded brakes at all?
We got Brembos on all 4 corners.
Nice.
Rear wheel drive.
Any steering?
Yep.
Difference? What are we in the sports steering now, or
we're
track?
In track mode. I think there was only 2 or 3 modes of steering.
Here we go, ready?
You know, it does feel kind of nimble on its toes. Like, you can dart it around.
I mean,
at least as a passenger.
Yeah, I feel like it's definitely more at home on a bigger setting, like a track.
Right.
Where you have maybe a smoother road. Obviously, this is what we have for today, but like even some of these twisties here, we got some bumps in the road. I feel like the steering could maybe be a little bit more tight, as you'll feel. But it's hard to describe. It feels, you can definitely feel it.
I think it's cool that Cadillac makes this.
Like, you feel that? and kind of a little squirrely.
Yeah.
But it's the road too.
Yeah.
It's the type of road where conditions we have.
I was gonna say, when you look at this in the CT4, obviously there's the size difference, but I think they both are gonna give you such a different driving dynamic.
Yeah.
For wow, this is like,
dude, I want to like go to get some donut sessions in, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, your turn.
Yes.
Your turn.
All right, so my turn now.
Like, it's probably the most powerful car we've had on this road.
It is.
And being rear-wheel drive,
yeah,
it doesn't feel like, as you'll see, give it some juice around some of the turns. It's manageable even on these winter tires.
And we are in the sport traction right now. I feel like the traction control is really good to where it lets you slip it without going too crazy.
Right, you could definitely feel that in some of mine.
Yeah.
Like, rip it a little bit here.
Yeah.
Like, you can, I mean, it's still...
That was full throttle around the turn.
Yeah. But how does it feel? You can feel the weight, right? Like, it's...
Let's see. I don't know. I mean,
like, I don't know, it's weird.
I've been driving it all week.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's weight to it, but I feel like for what it is, you almost are going in knowing that it's a bigger sedan,
right?
Not a nimble CT4-V,
right?
But
it's not gonna be quite as precise.
Actually, I can feel that there's a little delay in steering.
Yeah.
But then again, you know, you gotta put yourself in the shoes of what this car is really designed for.
Right.
Because this has extra luxury, extra size, extra straight line power than the 4.
Yeah.
And you know, so there's a little sacrifice there, but for what it is, I really enjoy the blend. Ooh, man, this thing definitely gives you a lot to offer.
Oh, I know. Sounds good too. It's not crazy loud for a V8, but it's got like that.
It's got that
Cadillac, yeah, like raw.
And there's some little bit of gurgles.
Yeah.
It's a very healthy motor.
Oh yeah, like the power is almost unreal.
I know, it's got so much of it.
Did this thing hang with your car?
Power-wise, if you tune this up, this would give it a run automatic to automatic, of course.
Yeah.
But this is just such a cool blend, and honestly, as on a personal level, this is something that I think is going to be on my list to buy one day, just because, like, if I end up getting, let's say, an M3 one day, and then I need more size to where I want back seats that are actually usable with actual comfort, this is a way to go, because you get a manual in it, and you can get that American muscle to it, but you get refinements.
Yeah.
And then doing stuff like this, I love doing mountain roads. You can do it in this thing. Yeah, rocketing out of a turn, it hooks so well.
I'm still surprised with the winter tires on it.
Even with launch, it'll hook with traction.
Yeah.
It'll burn out though.
Yeah.
So the traction is doing a lot of why it actually does hook.
Right.
But when you turn traction kind of off or mess with it, it'll roast the tires.
Whew.
Yeah, this car is sweet. And I think for its size, it's so well composed. It doesn't feel top heavy or anything like that.
You don't think so?
Not really.
I mean, I feel like it's definitely taken those well. I mean, I'm sliding back in this seat a good bit, sliding back and forth.
Yeah.
It would be nice if there were some lateral support adjustments.
Actually, there is.
There is?
Yeah, you can adjust your bolsters tighter. I forgot about that.
Well, that would be definitely helpful. Had we done that earlier?
Yeah.
There we go.
I think Cadillac is just taking things to the next level with these cars.
It's crazy though, because we don't see a lot of these on the road.
Very rare.
Like they're almost, you have to, I don't know, you have to want a Cadillac, I guess, to want it. But it also has that cool factor of they're offering the manual. So like if you want one, you need to get one because they don't seem to have a lot of them.
Yeah.
Or they're almost like special ordered in a sense.
Yeah, and they are head turners too.
Yeah.
God, there's just
maybe that's why we can stay in a gear more, because we have the V8 versus the twin turbo V6.
Yeah, it's almost like the gear ratios can just be taller because it's used to having such big power.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, we're only in 4,000 RPM at 65 miles an hour in third.
Yeah.
Man,
that's intense.
This is a car I'd buy just because. Where else are you going to get a luxurious family sedan that has almost 700 horsepower and a stick shift?
Jeez.
And you know you can tune it.
Yeah, I mean, it was really comfortable to drive it, what, 40 miles here?
Yeah.
No issues with that. Very quiet, too.
It is. It drives like a Cadillac when you want it to, and then it drives like a kind of Corvette-ish Camaro, but...
Does this have an adaptive suspension? You mentioned that earlier?
Yeah, everything.
I feel like it could be a little stiffer. What do you think?
Honestly, I think it's fine.
Yeah?
On a smooth road, it's super perfect. Those big bumps we were hitting, you feel everything.
That's true. Now we're on the smooth stuff.
Whew. All right, well there we go. We're gonna do the same road POV with just the exhaust audio, so check that out. But CT5-V Blackwing, it is nimble enough to rip it through the twisties. I didn't really have any confidence issues. I felt like it was pretty good.
I think maybe it just, for that type of road, with the bumps and everything, it was on the bigger side of the cars that we've been on or had on this road.
Tight road, yeah.
Yeah, so if you're doing a lot of roads like what we just did, maybe the 4. Maybe something a little bit smaller.
I can see that, yeah.
Smoother type roads like you'll see on the POV coming back. This, we'll see, because it's a little bit bigger of a road. So it just depends on what you're doing.
But well-rounded. You want a luxury car that's also performance. This in the M5, which I'd love to test out an M5 now, but manual transmission, you can't get that, and you get the American V8. So
definitely a lot of fun though.
Yeah, that was a beast.
I could see getting this if the M3 was a little too small, because the M5 doesn't offer a manual.
Yeah.
So you'd have to go to this.
Yeah, this is certainly a car worth buying.
Yeah.
So, check out the POV video. I can't talk. This car just takes it out of you.
I want to do that again.
Check out the POV video in the description. Hope you enjoyed the video. This thing is a beast, and I'm loving it this week. Anyway, I am just, oof. Give the video a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button. We'll see you guys in the next video.